starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, ComixDad's here. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon where you're watching from. We are here to finish what we started yesterday. We're going to finish our model build of Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Excuse me. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get it all done yesterday as I had fatherly duties I needed to go take care of, but that's why we're back here today to finish it up. So I appreciate everybody for being here, joining today. Real quick, let's hop over and say hello to the chat. So I see Era of Fate is there, says, hello, fellow humans, not here to stay, so take a heart. Well, Era of Fate, as always, I appreciate you at least stopping by and poking your head in. And Deborah Perkins is here, says, good morning, ComixDad. Well, good morning, Deborah Perkins. Well, good afternoon over here, my time, but good morning, your time, Deborah Perkins. I appreciate you being here. And as people kind of come and go throughout the stream, shouldn't be too long. We got, I think, about half the build done yesterday, roughly. All we have to do, we have to finish the torso, and then we got to do the legs, and then we're finished. So it shouldn't take too long. Should be maybe like about an hour and a half or so, like it was yesterday. But I appreciate everybody being here. Excuse me, I just finished eating lunch. But before we get into it, just make sure everybody please hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, or if you aren't subscribed to the channel on YouTube or following over on Rumble, please do so as well. Now, because we did hit 300 subscribers on YouTube yesterday, I will be putting out a poll both on the YouTube side and on X. Rumble, unfortunately, there's no way I'm able to put polls out, but I'm going to be putting a poll out later today. I have narrowed down the choices to 3. And for anybody that follows me on X or sees the post on X, or if you see the poll up on the YouTube side as well, go ahead and vote, because what those 3 options are going to be is you guys are going to vote on what the next type of content that's going to be coming out of the channel is. I have it down to 3 options. You'll see what those options are. Once I post that, I should be posting that this afternoon, and that poll is going to stay up for a few days, so this way people can see it and have time to vote on it. But really excited about that. We have 3 really fun, really good and interesting options. But let's get into the build. So here we are. For anybody who wasn't here yesterday, this is what we're building. Optimus Prime. Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Good old classic Optimus Prime. Now, is it going to look all like battle-worn and dirty and stuff like that? No, it's going to look like clean plastic. But, I don't know, maybe I get a couple of people that do models and stuff like this pretty regularly that I talk to. So I'm going to ask them maybe some tips and tricks to kind of maybe give it that like battle-hardened, dirty kind of look, just to see how it goes. But yeah, we're not going to be able to do that today, but we're at least going to finish the build. So what I did already was I went to the next stage, and I had already cut out the pieces for the next part of the torso. So we're already here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw in some music like I did yesterday for you guys. If the music's too loud or too soft, let me know. If my mic is too loud or too soft, let me know as well. But let's get on into it. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. So what we're doing now... And of course, as I'm just here hanging out doing this, everybody feel free, pop into the chat. You can ask questions, comment, whatever. And we can talk about all sorts of stuff. This is a chill stream. Just hang out, watch me piece plastic together, and we just hang out and have some conversation and whatnot. Just something to do. on, at least in my area, this kind of gloomy, rainy-ish Wednesday afternoon. Where were we? We are right here. So this is where we're at. We're going to be putting these pieces together right here. We got this. This goes upside down this way. We've got this. That's supposed to push right into there, I think. Now, okay, we're already hitting a snag. Because I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Because we gotta get the whole legs to line up. But why? There we go. Cool. Got it together. So now this piece is going this way. Down over here. We're going to press down on that. There we go. Get that fitting into place. So now what happens with these pieces? This goes here. Okay, so before we do that, we've got to put this on here. Make sure it's nice and flush. Yeah, some of these pieces they don't want to slide together perfectly, so you gotta apply a little bit of pressure. Now, I mean, this isn't like really, really cheap plastic, so it's not going to break if you apply a little bit of pressure, but if you do apply too much pressure to anything, it'll break. So we definitely want to make sure we're not doing that. So, yeah, kiddo, what's up? I got Comics Kid 2 hanging out here. What's up, Comics Kid? You want a hug? I love you. Yeah, she was not feeling too great last night. KZLC says, hi, is this a snap build or need glue? This is a snap build. Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking down trying to get the piece to snap in. But yeah, this is a snap build. It's just easier for me, more fun, relaxing in my mind. But that's just my opinion. So let me do that. Get this to slide in. There we go. Yes, kiddo, what's up? Oh, yes. So, Comics Kid number 2 over here, my 5-year-old, she would like everybody to know that last night and this morning, her throat was hurting. She wasn't feeling too well. But you're feeling better now, though, right? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Between myself and Queen Comics Wife, who is here, she works from home. Between the two of us, we gave her some rice, we gave her some fun activities to do, and lots of water, some rest, and she's hanging out. She's doing better now. What's up? Your legs and head were hurting last night? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, why didn't you tell us? Oh, but next time just tell us so this way we know, okay? Because then we can help take care of you. Okay? I'm always worried about you, kiddo. Your throat still hurts? Well, go drink some more water, okay? You're welcome, kiddo. Queen Comics Wife is in the chat. Says, yeah, I am working. She's my little buddy. She loves her mama. That's right. She does love her mama. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out this afternoon. Please make sure you hit the like button on the stream if you're enjoying what we're doing here. I'm just looking to see what the next pieces I got to cut out here are. So it looks like, because we have this together already. So focus on... So we're going to focus over here on Optimus Prime. So what we need here is a 1-7. So here's 7 here. And if anybody has any questions, whether it's about this or about anything, or if you just want to BS with me while I do this, go ahead and throw stuff in the chat. Hayes LC says, I never build any kit other than Gunpla. So it's kind of interesting to see that we can build Transformers via plasma. Yeah, okay, so K's LC. I don't know if you're in the States or where you're at, but so this particular model I got at Hobby Lobby. And if you're familiar with Hobby Lobby, their entire model department, so not just the actual models the kits themselves, but tools, all that stuff, they're on sale like every other week or every like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So if you go onto their website, which is actually for this model, there's a link in the description. You just go and go click on that link, and if it's not on sale right now, check every week, because Hobby Lobby puts their model stuff on sale 40% off very frequently. So go ahead and check it out. That's where I got this one from. I got this one at 40% off. So, but Hobby Lobby, they only have. And the other thing about Hobby Lobby is that sometimes their stores and their website stock will be different. So hold on one second. Oh, did I lost the camera? Okay. There's this app that I'm using on my phone for the second camera. It likes to, for some reason, it likes to close itself. Okay, so just call me K. Z is silent. Oh, okay. Nathan, I probably can't do that. I live on the other side of the world. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but if you're in Japan, or you got better access than I do to some really cool models and stuff like that, especially with Gunpla. I'm new to the hobby, pretty much. I did just off stream one day. I did from Gundam Wing. I did a Oz Leo ground unit mobile suit. Just to see how I liked putting it together. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. So, and then I saw that Hobby Lobby had Optimus Prime. They also have Megatron, and then they also have at a Hobby Lobby store a few towns over from me. They have also a Rodimus Prime model, but that is from the IDW Comics Rodimus Prime, not Hot Rod from the original animated series or anything. Yeah, Kay, you were sitting pretty in terms of, especially being on the other side of the world. You're sitting pretty in terms of the whole Gunpla and model building scene. Where was that? A17, A112. Let's see. Where was 12? Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. Kay says, oh yeah, Gundam Wing is popular in the US, assuming you live in the US. Yes, I do live in the US. Gundam Wing is, excuse me, Gundam Wing and also the original Gundam series with Amuro Ray are probably the two most popular Gundam series in the franchise here in the States. But, I mean, there's, yes, yeah. Later, okay? Okay. She was asking for some M&Ms I have here. Not just yet. Okay, in a little bit. But anyway, what I was saying was, I love you too today. What I was saying was, there are people that have, there's actually a pretty decent Gundam fan base here in the States, K, that's outside of Wing and the original Mobile Suit Gundam series. Like me personally, I grew up watching Gundam Wing, Mobile Suit Gundam, G Gundam. What else did I watch growing up? I mean, those are pretty much the ones that I remember watching. But then also, I've seen Gundam 00. I enjoyed that series. I've watched Iron Blooded Orphans. I haven't watched the Gundam series, which from Mercury yet. I have to watch. But now Gundam's pretty popular over here. I mean, it's not like large scale like it is over in the east of Japan and the other countries over there. But I mean, it's a niche fan base, but it's a pretty sizable niche. Anyway, pieces. Now we can go to 8 new. do is one of the smaller ones. We do that too. Okay. Got that. Now this one's empty. And we throw that out. And then now we need D1, 2, and D1. So we've got D1, 4 right here. And we've got D1. There we go. Now that we got all the pieces out of that, let's go ahead and here. We want to make sure we're doing as clean and clean as we can. But if it's not clean, if we've got a little bit of and roughness left over from the cut, that's why we have our X-Acto knife. We've also got we've got a file here. A file that came with the kit that I bought, and then also an actual regular nail file pad. So between all that, we can get it pretty smooth after we do our initial cut. It says I recently built the Master Grade Wing Gundam in the 12th version. Version.ka means okay. I am not ready for Master Grade anything. This Optimus Prime build, the box did not have a grading system on it because it's put out by Hasbro. Hasbro being a Western company, I don't think they really know too much about Gunpla and plastic model builds and stuff like that, and different grades and all. So I think they just put something out that they hoped people would buy. It's pretty cool though. But I do have another high grade from Iron. I do have a high grade model and a perfect grade, or a real grade that I haven't built yet. High grade model that I have is Barbatos from Iron Blooded Orphans. And then the real grade model I have is I have the RX-78-2, so Amuro Ray's Gundam from the original Mobile Suit. That is a real grade. So I'll be doing those at some point. But I wanted to do Optimus Prime just because a guy that I watch on YouTube and on Rumble, Jay, also known as Trump 3PO, he's a big Transformers fan. I like Transformers as well. There's also some other Transformers fans in his chat and whatnot, so talking to them. And just with a lot of the Transformers talk that's been going on lately in the sphere of things that I watch and communities that I talk to and I'm part of online and stuff, I figured, you know what? It's because I wanted to get into plastic model building anyway at some point. Let me start by doing the Optimus one. So I had free time yesterday, so let me do it yesterday. Let me do it today, meaning yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't get to finish, so I'm finishing it today. But I'm just doing it just to try it out, see how people like it. I mean, if people don't really enjoy it on stream, let's do it off stream. Kay said, I'm sorry I can't hear your voice over the music. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Let me adjust that. Let's bring it down. Alright. Hope that's better. And then here, let me do this. I'll bring that up a little bit. So hopefully that's better, Kay. So Kay, whatever the last thing you heard was, let me know, and if I could go back through my my spiel that was going on, you let me know. Deborah said, wow, Kay, that's awesome. I do not have the patience to build anything. Deborah, I'm sure you do. It's just a matter of having some stick-to-itiveness. Tiny Panda Face over on Rumble says, hi, ComixDad. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Tiny Panda Face. How are you today, lady? Thank you for stopping by. And for anybody who's on Rumble or has a Rumble account, go check out Tiny Panda Face. She's a fun gal. Her and Queen Comics Life got together a couple weeks ago. They had a blast on stream together, just bullshitting about whatever. And that's kind of Tiny Panda Face, especially besides that, and besides crocheting, is just bullshitting and having a great time doing it. So, but thank you so much, Tiny Panda Face, for being here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not cutting anything. What am I doing? No, I got to put these pieces together before we cut more out. Kay says, I used to watch Transformers G1 when I was a kid. The show was popular here. Yes, kiddo. Yes, go put it back. Thank you. Yeah, she's definitely feeling better. She's starting to explore. Used to watch Transformers G1 when I was... Yes, kiddo. Drink some more water, then, kiddo. Well, drink some more water. Okay? Unfortunately, I don't have anything to help with that. It's just got to go away with its own time, okay? Okay. Anyway, Kay said, used to watch Transformers G1 when I was a kid. The show's popular here. I still have old Optimus Prime toy, the one with the trailer. Only the trailer is missing right now. The fact that you still have that is awesome. But yeah, Transformers took the world by storm back in the day. And then also Kay said real grade, that is basically master grade, but smaller in size. Fair enough. Yeah, I would like to get I would like to get a master grade one eventually, but I want to see how I do with the smaller real grade first. That, and also I need to make room for a master grade. Tiny Pan Face said EV Mux worked out so great last night. By the way, Stacy and I love it. Tiny Pan Face, I'm glad to hear that. I love using EV Mux. It is between using StreamYard, Rumble Studio, OBS, and EV Mux. EV Mux is my favorite thing to use for streaming. So I'm glad that it worked out for you. I'm glad you like it, because I like it too. And hail to Tomby for the recommendation on it to begin with. Tomby is the bestest. Let's see. So which way is this going? Okay, so okay, so we're going there with that. Okay, there we go. Kay said it took 2 days to build the master grade. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 days of just like you kind of just going back and forth from it, or like 2 like full days. So we got that. I need this piece. I'm gonna slide this piece in here. Okay. And then now this is gonna go. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, this makes more sense now. So we got. This is all gonna come together here. Oh, there's a piece I forgot to cut. Why does it not have the number listed? G. Okay, well, I don't know why they don't have the number listed, but we gotta work it out. Alright, this is all confusing. Because it looks like that this is... Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. So we got the smokestacks. Cut all that. Get those out. There we go. And drop that back in there. Tiny Panda Face said, "Yay, Tomby! We all trust Tomby." Yes, we do. Tomby is definitely the person to trust, especially if you're a streamer out there. Tomby, I don't believe has ever steered anybody wrong. He definitely hasn't steered me wrong yet. White Devil Otaku's in the chat. Waves. Hey, White Devil Otaku. How are you today? Thank you so much for stopping by. Kay says, Master Grade is much easier to build than Real Grade because of the size. No, that makes sense. Kay said back and forth. If I build it non-stop, it would take me 12 plus hours. Oh, geez. Well, then when I get to the Real Grade, if it's going to take about maybe that long, it's not longer because it's smaller in size. I don't know if that would be a stream. That might just be something I work on just in my own time. But we're just getting all these pieces off. All the excess that we don't need. Get up. I am working on my Optimus Prime build. Working on my robot. Well, thank you, kiddo. Okay, come on. slid off the mat. Makes it a little harder to pick up now.
Dad, you dropped these.
Those are garbage pieces. I actually don't need those.
Do I put them with the no pieces?
No, you can put them in that bag right there. There we go. All right, we'll put the smokestacks together real quick.
Do we need
The exhaust stacks.
Daddy?
Yes, kiddo.
Do I need to put another stand in the garbage bag?
No, you are good right now. Thank you. I appreciate you wanting to be my little helper. Okay, so where does this all come to? Okay. So now we're going to put that in there. There we go. Now that fits. Kay said you don't need sanding or anything on the kit. I mean, like I said, I'm still pretty new to this, Kay. So like I'm not necessarily a perfectionist, but I mean, I got a couple of spots that I could probably use a little bit of sanding or something. But I mean, for the most part, it's not that bad. But also, this is put out by a company called Hasbro, so I'm sure they didn't really care in terms of the quality of plastic they were using. Hasbro is a very, very greedy, money-hungry corporation here in America. So I'm pretty sure they just cared about putting out the product and nothing else. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't give two shits. But we'll do that. But like, if there is any sanding that's needed, I don't have any sandpaper or anything. Well, that's what I have the file for, just in case. Just try to maybe get that down a little bit. Or I can use this if I need to. Try to maybe smooth that out a little. Now, I mean, it doesn't look the greatest, but I mean, unless you're doing super close detailed inspection of like the top of the shoulder, probably won't be that big of an issue for most. Let's get that in there. Pretty good. Crap. Okay, hold on. Now this is where the tweezers are going to come into play. Because this wants to spin on me. Hold on. This one piece that's in here, it wanted to spin. And I don't appreciate it wanting to spin on me. So we're going to have to take that out. Spin this back into place. Right there. Push that all back together. Now what I'll do, put the tweezer in there, kind of as an anchor point. So this way it doesn't move too much on me. There we go. Okay. So, I still don't understand why there's the gap here. Ah, jeez. Okay. So, you know what? Maybe what we'll do is this. Because this doesn't want to cooperate right now. So we'll do it this way. There we go. We'll do it that way instead. That seems to be working out pretty good. Boom. There. Kay said it's pretty much to remove the nub marks. Colored parts prone to nub marks. Even Bandai kit have the same problem. Yeah, well, and for the actual nub parts, these nippers that I've got, they're doing actually a pretty good job of getting the nubs pretty much even, if flush with the actual piece. So, all right, there we go. We got that figured out now. So there we go. Good there. Now, let's go and cut out our other pieces for the other shoulder. Okay, so that one's garbage now. So we need that. We need A18, A113, which are both right here. There we go. Now we need to come back over to here. And we'll grab our other one of these gray pieces. Yes, kiddo. And then we got our other number 2 piece. Here, you come over here. Okay, hold on 1 second, kiddo. Okay, so there we go. We've got these. We've got this. We'll just brush this to the side. So these are the pieces we need for that. So let's go ahead and get the nubs down. Okay, so the gold/chrome plated gunpla kit is worse. Need to be really careful when cutting the parts from the runner. Now, is that just the gold and chrome plated? I mean, I'm assuming it's just gold and chrome paint, right? But yeah, I can imagine, especially with that, the more reflective and metallic looking paints and plastics, I can imagine that is a pain, especially if you don't want to, especially when you're trying to sand it and get the nubs down, because you definitely don't want to scratch that and mess with it. Kay says, I think Bandai also produced Optimus Plasmo, but the design more into anime-like style. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, Kay, you would probably know better than me. I am new to doing all this. I know, maybe about a decade or so ago, maybe a little more, I picked up a Gunpla model kit when I was, hold on please, picked up a Gunpla model kit when I was at New York Comic Con back in, I think, what was it, 2013? And I built that, but that was, like I said, 12 years ago, roughly. But outside of that, I haven't done one since. So I'm still, like I said, I'm pretty new to this. So you would know better than I did if Bandai put out an Optimus Prime or not. But thank you to the 4 people hanging out here. 1 over on YouTube and 3 over on Rumble. So everybody hanging out, if you're enjoying the stream, please be sure to hit that like button. And also, please either subscribe to the channel on YouTube or follow the channel on Rumble if you haven't done so already. Later today, also, if you follow me on X, at ComixDad, later today, I'm going to be putting out a poll, both on X and on YouTube, because on Rumble I can't put out polls, I don't think. But I'm going to be putting out a poll for people to vote on for new content for the channel in terms of what people would like to say. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I set a goal at the end of March of hitting 300 subscribers on YouTube. And I said, if we hit 300, I will do exactly that. I'll put out a poll for everybody to vote on for what kind of content you want to see moving forward, or for at least a new piece of content moving forward that you want to see. So later on today, after I finish the stream, probably closer to this evening, I'll put out a poll. So make sure you go follow me on X, at ComixDad. And then also, be sure to keep an eye, if you're subscribed on YouTube, be sure to keep an eye on the YouTube side for that poll as well, and you can put in your vote. And I'll probably leave the polls going for like 4 days. Yeah, probably for about 4 days or so. This way it gives everybody enough time to get their votes in and whatnot. So this way enough people can see it and have a say. I mean, I know I got my regulars that watch the channel, but I know there are a bunch of people that like to lurk and go and watch the videos and the streams and stuff. Go watch them back after the fact. So I want to make sure I'm giving everybody a chance to kind of have a say in terms of what they'd like to see moving forward. But yeah, keep an eye out for that, though. Definitely. It'll be sometime in the next maybe 6 hours or so. I'll put that out. Tiny Panda Face said an anime podcast would do really well, I think. I mean, it really depends upon what you define as an anime podcast. I do like anime, but I am a pretty casual anime fan, maybe a slightly above average anime fan. I don't go watch like a bunch of obscure titles. I mostly watch for the most part, I watch the popular titles: Dragon Ball, One Piece, Fairy Tail, stuff like that. But I mean, it would be cool. I just don't know if I'm necessarily the person for it. Okay. Cool. Now we've got this together too. I'm going to be right back. I gotta get up because Comics Kid needs me. So hang out for just a minute. Enjoy the music. Here, I'll leave some of the parts out here so you can see them. and where we're going with it next. And I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I'm back. Okay, cool. But where were we? Yeah, Comics Kid needed me, and dad duties always come first. But where are we at? Okay, cool. So we are going to take this, and this is going to slide into here. There we go. And then this side is going to slide right into here. Or at least it should be. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, so now we need this piece C111. So where's our C1? C1, here it is. Okay, kiddo. How's your tummy feeling now? A little rough?
So fast.
It's rumbling? Why don't you eat some more rice, okay? I think I may have prematurely put these two pieces together. So we're gonna very gently pry these back apart. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. And this is the part that I always get nervous about, because if I get to take something apart, I don't want to break the connecting pieces. There we go. Okay. Kay says it's already 1 a.m. here. Gotta go. Nice meeting you. Take care. Hey, Kay, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Go get some sleep, rest up, and we definitely look forward to seeing you back here eventually one day, whether it's for a gaming stream or even if it's just in the comments if you're watching a stream back after the fact or something. But Kay, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. White Devil Otaku on Rumble says, I find it easier put in to get her content for anime than I do for comics. Wait, Devil Otaku, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so for this piece, this is going to be... Okay, so this slides up into here. Gotcha, that's what I was missing. So that slides up into there, and now that that's slid up into there, now we're going to drop this into here. Slide that in there. Dang it. Okay, and then we gotta slide this into here. And then these pieces are gonna lock this gray piece here in place. There we go. And come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. And now we can just slide these right into place on here. Oh, there we go. We gotta get that lined up. Ah! No! White Devil Otaku said, sorry, I have like 4 different conversations going right now. No, you're good. Okay, this is gonna be the tricky part, because we've got a moving piece that this has to slot into, but the piece wants to, you know, keep moving. Crap. Alright, this might be a job for tweezers. So hold this here. And let's try and line this up. Nope. Crap. Yeah, see, I got big hands. I get big hands, I get big fingers, so stuff like this, tinier stuff like this sometimes can get frustrating for me. But hey, we got that one in. Okay, cool. Now let's see what we can do about the other. Hopefully this goes in pretty good. Okay. Nope.
Daddy.
Yes, kiddo, what's up?
No.
You need to eat from your way. Great. Okay, so now that we got that back on, but now we lost the lens. But we got the window right back into place. There we go. Now we're cooking. Hi, kiddo. Yeah, you can hang out right here. Okay. Cool. We're making progress. We have all this put together now, so we're good to go. So now we're going to cut out the next pieces. So move all this over. Get everything off of here. So now we need from down here in the corner. So we need A15. Which A15 is off of this sheet. We need A17, which is this piece here. A14, which is this piece here. I wonder where the A16 is going to come into play. Well, we'll find out soon, I guess. So we've got these. And we need B. This is sheet... No, that's sheet F. Where is B? Yes, I love you too. Sorry about that. So we need B15 and B18. B15 is here. And B18 is here. There we go. Now we need C. There we go. So C1, 12 and 13. So there's 13. There's 12. Whoa. There it is. And then we need D5. D. Yeah, we haven't even touched this runner yet. D5. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'll put this over here to the side for right now. So now a lot of the pieces left over are going to be for Optimus's legs.
Dad,
Yes, kiddo. What's
I
up?
want something.
Okay. I believe there's crackers out in the kitchen, kiddo.
Okay, I will take the stool.
Go ask Comics Mommy. Okay.
Come in.
Yeah. For crackers. She knows where the crackers are. There we go. Now we're just gonna clean this up a little bit. There we go. But I hope everybody's having a great day today. And if there's anything anybody wants to talk about, just feel free to put it in the chat. It doesn't have to be Transformers related. It doesn't have to be comic book related. Anything like that. If anybody just wants to talk, go ahead and throw something in there. We'll just talk about whatever. Yes. There we go. And now we just gotta make sure we get that. We've got these. Okay. Alright, cool. So we've got all that cut out. And exactly how we need it. So let's get some of the scrap out of the way. So now we are doing, I think this is supposed to be Optimus's grill. Just like that. There we go. Okay, so now that we got this, so this goes into here. So this has to line up in here. And this one lines up into here. There we go. And this all lines up like this. And then this lines up right there, I believe. Now I'm just gonna push together. Jeez. There we go. Yeah, sometimes with these you gotta squeeze together really hard. So with this, I am. There we go. Okay, perfect. Tiny Panda Face says, "Lurking while working." No, I appreciate it, Tiny Panda Face. I always appreciate it. There we go. He's coming along. There's his spark. You know what? What we can do is we can do this. There we go. I'm just gonna start putting some of them together. Oh, okay. So this one doesn't want to stay in as firmly as the other one does. That's cool. Cool. But anyway. Well, he is coming along, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our boy, the leader of the Autobots. And he's looking pretty good if I say so myself. But now we get to move on to the left. This is going to be the fun part. When I say the fun part, I mean the very intricate part. Because we've got all these pieces left over here. And it's all just for doing the legs. Alright. So what we need first is we need D9, D10, and B13. Let's find our D9s, because we need both of them. Our D10s. Whoop. Okay, there we go. And then what else did we need? We need D... What did I say? D10? That's C1. That's B. I've got F. Oh, you gotta wait 1 second, kiddo, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, that was B13 that we need. C. B. Right, give me 1 second, please.
The best dad I ever had.
You're the best kiddo I've ever had, besides your sister. You and your sister are the best. She almost got me there. It's a trick. There we go. Now we're going to take these nubs off. There we go. I appreciate the 5 people hanging out. 2 on YouTube, 3 on Rumble. I appreciate you guys being here. Please hit the like button if you're enjoying this. This is just a really chill, just hanging out kind of stream. Nothing crazy to it. Nothing overly special or anything about it. And if anybody wants to get in the chat and just chit-chat it up with me, you're more than welcome to. But if not, just sit back, relax, enjoy the the AI-generated music. There you go. Kissy. Well, I'm just here hanging out and doing this for you guys. And I got my 5-year-old here hanging out, watching some Bluey, and then also is feeling a little under the weather, so she wants some good old dad love. And I always oblige because I love to. Okay. So now that we did have those pieces out, so our pieces like this. There are pieces like this. And we've got these pieces here. So what's going to happen is that these are going to go, what, here? And they're going to go here and here, it looks like. That doesn't seem right. Sorry, I'm trying to see, but I got the camera all the way out here. But these nubs do not want to go through the hole. Oh, there we go. Put that one there. Now we can bring this one around here and do the same. And squeeze it into place. I love you too. There we go. Cool. So now we gotta do the same thing over here. Pop this into place. Hopefully it goes through. And it doesn't want to, so we gotta fight it a little bit. Okay. I think we got that one in. Nope, we did not get it in because it just popped right back out. Fantastic. Okay, why doesn't this want to go into place? This is going to be probably my biggest pain in the ass. Alright, there we go. Finally. Yeah, that did not want to go squeeze right into the hole. In the hole. Okay, let's apply some pressure. Make sure that that's squeezed in there. There we go. Oh, fantastic. That was tough on the fingertips. What do we got next? Okay, so next we have D7. Got E17. That's E2. That is... This is G. There we go. E1. Where's 7? Here it is. Okay, we've got that. And then we need B23, which is right here. There we go. There we go. And then we've got that. Okay, cool. So now what we do is there's a yellow piece. It's going to slot into this gray piece. So we're going to slot it in as such. There we go. Perfect. And then now, which way is this going to go? Looks like this goes up top here. I'm just going to press down a little. Just make sure that that's fully in. Okay, and then this is just going to sit right here like that. Because we have pieces that are going to stick to that. Now we need, oh boy, this one's going to be interesting. Okay, so a bunch of D pieces. So D4, D6, D8. D4. D6. Oh, and I think we lost the camera feed. Hold on. There we go. Camera feed's back up. And D8. Yeah, this app that I'm using, because I'm using my phone as a second camera, and this app that I'm using, granted, it's great for how it functions, but for some reason, it times out and keeps closing itself on my phone after, we're an hour in, so I think, what has it been, every, kind of 20, 30 minutes it's doing that. So, I don't know if there's a setting for it or something, but I'll figure that out at a later time. For right now, it's doing what we need it to do. So then we need D14, D16, and D18. So D14 is here. D16 is here. And D18 is here. Okay. Now we've got all those pieces. Let's take all the nubs off. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Soundwave Decepticon says Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime. Yep, it is Optimus Prime. But Soundwave Decepticon over on YouTube. Welcome in. Hang out, relax. We're just building Optimus Prime. My goal eventually will be to, in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, grab the Megatron model also, and maybe do that on stream as well at some point. But we're doing the Optimus one just because that's the one I was able to get my hands on. But also, if anybody does like this model, wants to try putting it together themselves, in the description of the stream is the link for it over on Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby does sales on their model kits every 2 or 3 weeks. It's a 40% off sale, but they do it very regularly, consistently. So if you don't want to pay full price, which I recommend not to, because I'm always about saving a few bucks, but it's 40% off. So if they're not doing the sale this week, definitely check back every week, but hold on to the link though. Grab the link out of the description today, and then I guess just keep it in a what's it called? Just keep it in an extra tab on your browser or something like that, and keep checking it every week. Soundwave Decepticon. Okay. you got me there, Soundwave Decepticon. Let's see. Because I, unfortunately, am not fluent in Spanish. I know a few words to get by, but that's not it. So, let's see. because I really would like to know what you say. Okay. Soundwave Decepticon says, I've always loved Transformers since I was a child, watching all of Michael Bay's movies and watching G1. I wish I had a G1 DVD. Okay, so Soundwave Decepticon. There is the G1 DVD set I know I would like to get at some point. It is currently available on Amazon, the complete G1 series on DVD. I think it's like $35 American right now. So if you have it, go ahead and grab it. As long as you don't mind it being in English. I don't know about a Spanish version. Patty Quinn is in the chat. Hey, Patty Quinn, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Tiny Panda Face says, are you using the second camera option on EVMux? Yes, Tiny Panda Face. I am using the second camera option on EVMux. I use it fairly often. So what I use the second camera option for, I use it for an app that is on my computer, a program on my computer, and an app on my phone. I'm using that as a second camera option. I also use the second camera option on EVMux for doing my game streams when I am playing games on my PlayStation, because my video capture card that I have attached to the PlayStation counts as a camera source. And then also, if you're doing anything through OBS, you can use the OBS virtual camera as a camera source as well. So there's all that stuff that you can do. But yeah, you can add multiple cameras too to EVMux, but that's in the higher. But I was hesitant on doing the higher paid tier, but a friend who likes the channel and is very supportive of the channel came through and was like, hey, you know what? I'll split the difference with you. So this way you can do what you got to do. I was like, oh, that's cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so the second camera option does definitely come in clutch for doing something like this. But also, Tiny Panda Face, if you're used to doing it through OBS, all you really have to do is set up an OBS and then just have your one camera source in EVMux be your OBS virtual camera. So you can do it that way too. So you don't even necessarily need to do the higher option for paying or to pay for having the use of extra cameras. Okay, Soundwave Decepticon, if I have this correct, the translation I see here is Blazer Big Eject Rubble Eject Operation Abjuration. I'm sorry, Soundwave Decepticon. That is what Google Translate gave me when I just looked up what you put in the chat. I do apologize if the translation was not correct. Tiny Panda Face said, I was considering upgrading for the second camera option for my crochet streams. I usually use OBS to display my table view for my crochet streams. So, Tiny Panda Face, what you could do is in OBS, you could have multiple cameras set up in OBS. And then, so like you could have like your, kind of like how I'm up in the corner here. You could set all that up in OBS, where like your face camera is up in the corner, and then the larger part of the screen is your table camera. And then all you have to do is set up start the virtual camera in OBS, and you could just do it all as one camera in EVMux. And then you could still have your chat box app and everything put into EVMux afterwards. So you don't necessarily need to do the multiple cameras. It was just easier that way for me instead of playing around and trying to figure out everything. But I think what I might do is I might actually go down a tier to the first paid tier and then start doing that myself through OBS. Part of the reason why I was doing it this way also is because I still had the laptop at the time. I didn't have my PC built yet. So working off of the Potato laptop, it made more sense to do the higher paid tier, because OBS wouldn't, between going from OBS into EVMux and all that stuff, the laptop wouldn't be able. Now that I have the PC built, it probably will, so I'll probably be playing around with that. I'll probably play around with that. Hold on one second, sweetie. So I'll be playing around with that probably tomorrow to see how that will work. And if it does work that way, At that point, then I'll probably knock my EVMux subscription back down to the lower tier, because I have a PC that can handle all that now. So, what's up?
Good job.
Oh, thank you, kiddo. Oh, I love you too.
Dad, what else pieces you have?
I've got plenty of other pieces I need to do. Soundwave Decepticon says, I am from Brazil. Oh, and I appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's I see the translation. It was able to detect that it's Brazilian Portuguese. So I do appreciate you being here, Soundwave Decepticon. Thank you so much. Yeah, that one chat you put in there, for whatever reason, the translation made it. I don't know. I don't know if the translation just didn't work properly or what, but I do appreciate you being here, and I will do the best I can to read your chats. Feel free to keep chatting away in there. Just if the translation is not accurate, I do apologize, because I'm just using Google Translate. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. And if you are enjoying the stream, as I'm just kind of going about my day, just cutting the nips off, just putting this together. But if you are enjoying this Soundwave Decepticon, please consider telling your friends or family or anybody else that you know that likes, whether it's Transformers stuff, comic book stuff. I also do game streams, stuff like that. And if you have either you or any friends or family that you have, I also have a weekly talk show that I do. Well, two bi-weekly talk shows that I do. They alternate in schedule. There's one that I do where it's myself and my wife, Queen Comics wife, who also is on Rumble and YouTube. So everybody go check out her channels over there, respectively. But she has her channels, but we hang out with. She comes over, hangs out on my channel here every other week, and we'll talk about whatever, and we'll BS with the chat and have good conversation with the chat and everything. And then tomorrow I actually have my other show called Talk and Shop, which is my other live stream where I have a guest come on, and there's some sort of a creator, whether it's content creator, somebody involved in comic books, something like that, but they come on and we talk about comics, we talk about their stuff that they have going on, and anything else that may be happening in the world. So please feel free to check out all that other stuff. Decepticon says, I'm from the south of Brazil, the Rio Grande do Sul. I am not familiar with Brazil at all, but but I do appreciate you being here, and I appreciate that I've been having some people pop in the chat from various parts of the world. So that's actually really cool. And it's really interesting that from where you're from. I appreciate you sharing where you're from, Soundwave, and I appreciate that. It's really neat to know that my little channel is making its way international now. But Patty Quinn over on Rumble says, "Why are you cutting off the nips?" because Patty, hard nips are not a good thing. Alright, what am I doing? I'm just playing with this piece right now while I'm getting lost in my thought talking to you guys. Alright, so let's put all this together. So we've got this piece here. This is going to slot into here. And then we've got... hold on. Am I missing a piece? No, I'm not. It's right here. Okay. And then this is going to come up in here. There we go. And then what's going to happen with this? This is going to come over in here. And this is going to come over into here. Now we'll squeeze all this together. There we go. And then this one's going to pop into this one. That's how it seems. There we go. Cool. Okay, so these are our joints for swinging the legs back and forth. Cool. Cool. Okay, so now that we got that done, finally, after wasting enough time bullshitting, we need our D sheet. Here it is here. We need D2 and D3, which we've got right here. And then from our B sheet, we need these. B21 and B22. Take these off. Patty Quinn says, "Oh, got it. You don't like your nips anymore. You do you." No, Patty. No, my nips gotta go. But my nippers, the nippers are good. It's actually, I think I've been saying nubs, not nips. These are nippers. Okay. So we'll get that. And we'll get that. And we'll get that. There we go. Then we'll do the same thing here. There we go. Okay, and now these just line up and go into these. Oh, okay. Yeah, these tiny pieces, gotta make sure, gotta be careful, make sure I don't lose them. Okay. There we go. Got one. Like that. Come on. There we go. There we go. Sitting in there nice and pretty, nice and flush. Whoa. Alright, so let's get some of the scrap off of here. Okay, so now we need A116, which is our very last piece, red. So now this runner's garbage, there's nothing left on it. Put the nubs off there. We need D1 and E18. D1. And E1. This is B1. This is E1. Now where is 8? There it is right here. Oh no, that's C1. Hold on. Nope. And that's why we gotta read carefully, folks. And the light, the glare is not helping a little bit from the light. E1, 8, there it is. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Gotta readjust my chair. So now we've got these pieces. Go ahead and cut these all off, nice and neat. And we're going to piece these together. Let's see, how are these going to piece together? Like that. And like that. There we go. Got that there. Now this goes here. And this is going to slide right into here. So that all slides in there. Like a glove. There we go. And oh, we need D17. D17 and D15. Got those right here. Now, Optimus is coming along pretty well. And we haven't even actually started the legs yet. This is more just to build the waist. And we're over an hour in. So this might end up turning into a third stream. Because at 2 o'clock, I get to run. So not literally run, but at 2 o'clock I get somewhere I gotta go. So I got that. And this is going to slide in back here, it looks like. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. So all that was just for the waist. Now we've got the feet. Bunch of small parts. Let's get into it. So what do we need? E2 is the sheet we need. Okay. So we need E2 1, E2 2, do we need E2 3? Do I see an E2 3? No. See E2 5. I see E2 6. E2 7. E2 8. E2 10. Not E2 9, but E2 10. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I need B1 7 and B1 9. B1 7 and B1 9. There we go. Now get all these off of here. I do hope everybody is enjoying the stream. And I also hope everybody's enjoying the music, because it's pretty much all that I have available that won't get me copyright struck. Yes, we're just here building some Optimus Prime. But everybody, please be sure to like the stream. And if you're on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're on Rumble, please consider hitting that follow button. We've been doing this total of almost 5 months now on the YouTube side. And Rumble, I think we've been over on Rumble for only about 2 months now. So but we've seen pretty good growth on both sides. We're at 168 followers on Rumble, which is huge. I appreciate everybody over on Rumble that's followed the channel so far. And then over on YouTube, we just broke 300 yesterday. Hold on one second, kiddo. We are at 303 on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody over there as well. Because we hit 300 on YouTube, I'm going to be putting out a poll later this evening. I'll leave it up for probably about 4 or 5 days. It'll be on, the poll will be on YouTube, and the poll will be on X as well. So if you don't follow me on X and you want to be able to vote on a poll for what kind of content you want to see next on the channel, please go ahead and follow me on X. I am at ComixDad on X. Patty Quinn said, I already did a copyright strike on this stream. How dare you, Patty Quinn? Yeah. Patty Quinn's a big joker for anybody who doesn't know. Patty Quinn is a friend and a big old joker. Alright, so now we gotta see how this all slots together. Oh, jeez. How is this all supposed to go together? Why is this not lining up? Let's get in the light here. Okay, why is this not... Let's see. There we go. Okay, we got it now. We're moving and grooving. Soundwave Superior says, what if Marvel bought Knights of the Zodiac? That would be really interesting, but unfortunately, I don't think there's any interest in Knights of the Zodiac. But even then, Marvel's doing Marvel things. I don't think Marvel really has any desire to get into absorbing Eastern properties and getting into Eastern animation. I mean, if they did, it'd be surprising, but also everything Marvel touches dies, basically, because it's Disney at this point. Yes, kiddo? No, just leave them there. I'm going to throw them out when I'm done, okay?
I just want to watch something else.
Alright, give me a second, and I'll hook you up, okay, kiddo? Let's see. So now we've got this piece. goes into here. Eddie Quinn said, "Yes, YouTube, I'm a big jokester." As he goes over to YouTube to say it. Sorry. I keep forgetting the camera's over here. Alright, so we've got that in place. Got this one in place. Where is it supposed to be here? Wait, hold on. Are these two swapped? I think these are swapped. Come on. There we go. Yep, I had those two pieces swapped. That was the problem. There we go. Okay. So now, put these together. And then this goes on the bottom here. And this goes here. And voila, we have a foot. Not the prettiest of feet, but it's a foot nonetheless. Boom, 1 foot done. Now we get to do the same thing on the other side. So now we gotta go back and cut all those pieces all over again. So we've got E21, E22, E25, E26, E27, E28, and E210. And then we also need from over here, B7, B9. So this one's B9, put B9 over here, and we've got B7. There we go. And now that we got through the first foot pretty slowly, we'll be able to get through the second foot even faster. And again, I appreciate everybody hanging out today. The 2 on YouTube, the 2 on Rumble. This is just pretty chill. Yes, kiddo. Oh, thank you so much, kiddo. What do you mean? Oh, those are the pieces that I have put together. But there's still more pieces I have to make. Yes, kiddo. I thought you went and asked Mom for crackers.
I did.
What'd she say? Alright, so if Mommy said you need to wait, then you need to wait. We go over this all the time. Just because you ask Mommy something, if she says no, doesn't mean you come ask me. Me and Mommy are a team, kiddo. Okay, so now we're going to put these back together like we did the other time. Why does it seem like I'm missing a piece? Oh, because it's right here. There we go. This will slide into there. And this will slide on top. And then this will go into here. Now for this, we've got that going in there. And we have this going in. Oh, come on. Where is it? There we go. There. Squeeze that together. Put this on the bottom. Put that together. And there we go. Other foot done. Patty Quinn says, I would always do that to my parents. I would go to my dad and ask for something, and he'd say, go ask your mom. Yup, it don't change, man. It don't change. Alright, so now for the next part, we're going to do this next part twice, too. So I need D11, 12, and 13. So we've got our D11, our D12, and D13. And then we need 2 B110s, which are right here. Petty Quinn says, sometimes I would get what I wanted or go somewhere. Yeah, I feel like all kids just don't, even me when I was a kid, we don't realize that our parents are not as stupid as we think they are. And then I need E211. E211. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna get these all off of here.
Daddy, you dropped these.
Oh, thank you, kiddo. I appreciate it. My little helper over here telling me I dropped something. But thank you to the 8 people over on Rumble hanging out. Feel free to pop into the Rumble chat and say hello. I am just here building Optimus Prime as we're getting into the nitty gritty of it. I started doing this yesterday. We completed more or less like most of the top half. I was hoping that today we can get everything done, but I am just now starting the legs. I got the feet done. I got the waist done down here. But we still have a bit to go. So I don't know if we're actually going to be getting this done today or not, like I had planned. But if we don't get this done today, that just means, hey, we get one more stream tomorrow. But if we do get it done, then happy day. But I have somewhere I need to go in about, roughly 17 minutes or so. So unless these legs just kind of breeze through, which part of it is on me, so I gotta get this into there. There we go. Come on. Okay, cool. There we go. Wait, so this isn't even... So this piece isn't even go with this. This just goes... What, like this? Okay. Well, we've got that. So now we need to do it again. D11, 12, and 13. D11, 12, and 13. But yeah, we are just here. We are building Optimus Prime. We are hanging out. And I'm just chilling. I'm chilling with you guys in the chat. So I know a lot of people are probably working. My situation, unfortunately, I'm not currently. But after a phone call I had earlier today, and also a phone call I had on Monday, hopefully by maybe in 2 weeks from now, that won't be the case. Because unfortunately, a little over 2 weeks ago, I did unfortunately lose my job. Now, I'm doing this just to kind of kill a little bit of time, but it's not because I'm lazy, it's not because I don't want to get a job. I've been applying for plenty of stuff. But sometimes you just gotta, you can't just sit here and not, or you can't just sit there and apply for everything 24 hours. You're gonna go insane. So I'm just taking a couple hours out of my day, do this, just kind of take my mind off of some stuff. I also got my younger one here. She's been hanging out with me, coming in and out of the room. But like I said, it's not like I'm some bum or deadbeat that doesn't want to work or anything. For no lack of trying, unfortunately, I just haven't been able to find anything yet in these last 2 weeks. But as I was saying yesterday, I have my faith in God, my faith in Jesus Christ. I just gotta keep reminding myself, God's love is always there, and as long as I always have it in my heart, I know that God will come through one way, shape, or form. Now what do I need? E211. And that's what's been really helping me these last 2 weeks, kind of deal with this all. Because, I mean, I am a family man. I am a father. I'm a husband. I have responsibilities. And because I'm not necessarily living up to each and every single one of those responsibilities, like from a financial standpoint. Granted, I did get a little bit of a severance from the job that I was at. Unfortunately, it was not anything like what most places would get, or that most people get in terms of a severance package. But it is better than nothing. So I will take that any day. Let me line this up. Tiny Panda Face said, "What kind of work are you looking for?" Tiny Panda Face, literally, because I do not have the luxury of being picky. Literally anything and everything. But I'm sharing this not necessarily to like ask for handouts or recommendations or for anybody like, I may have a job for you, this, that, and the other. That's not why I'm talking about it. It's just something to talk about, and just also because I kind of feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like I do need to just a little bit of an explanation, because I'm the kind of person, I know how hard I work. I know everything that I've done for my family and how hard I've worked at the jobs that I've had and everything. That if I see somebody doing a middle of the day stream like this, especially on a channel where they're not monetized, they're not getting super chats, rumble rants, they're not making the like being a content creator is not their everyday job, I sit there and I probably should. But I do judge a little bit and go, oh, well, why don't they have a job and doing this part time or just on the side or whatever? Which is what I was doing until I lost the job a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, Tiny Panda Face said, "I love that mindset. I have the same attitude when I was out of work. Anything is better than zero." Yeah, pretty much. And depending upon how things shake out, if I get something that's not going to help cover all the bills, if I have to give up doing the streaming and making content to go work 80, 90 hours a week, that's what I'm gonna do, damn it, because at the end of the day, this is nothing. I mean, this is fun, but that's what it is. It's supposed to be fun. I'm not doing this as a full-time job. I'm not doing this to try to make any money off of. If I do make a couple extra bucks, that's awesome, but I'm not relying on this to provide for my family. I need to rely on myself and my skill set and having can-do attitude and my work ethic and everything. And that's what I have been relying on. That's what I'll continue to rely on. Okay, cool. So we've got that. So now we're at the next set. So we gotta go E. Again. Soundwave Decepticon says, I have the high ground. I'm assuming you're a Star Wars fan. There's nothing wrong with that, because I have the high ground is still when Star Wars was good. Prequels. Now, if you told me you're a sequel Disney Star Wars fan, then I may question your taste, but it seemed pretty alright, though, to me, Soundwave Decepticon. E3, E4, E9, and E12. Wait, where is E9? Hold on a second. Did I cut E9 already out of here? Uh-oh.
You lost something, didn't you?
I don't know. Well, we may have a problem.
That's not anything, right?
No. So there's E9. Everybody say hello to Queen Comics' wife.
Hola, everybody. I promise, I'm not a deadbeat. I work from home.
Wow, really? You had to put it that way?
No, I'm just saying the way you put it, like, you know.
Well, because that's kind of... No, I was talking about specifically people that like stream in the middle of the afternoon.
Oh, I was gonna say I work from home,
No,
so
no,
I
no.
have a real job. It's just I am like taking a minute to watch him for a second. Hey, Patty Quinn. Yeah, Rat Dog is actually on my blanket by my desk right now. She is my co-worker, and the bitch is asleep on. I'll sleep on the job. So, yeah, she fell asleep on the job. Okay. Hey, Tiny Panda Face. How are you, honey?
Alright, we have a little bit of a problem.
Did you lose
here.
something? Can we help you find something?
It's not necessarily you can help me find. It's more something that I think I cut out yesterday and didn't realize.
Did we fall on the floor?
I'm hoping.
What color is it?
It's blue.
It's blue.
But I also threw some scrap away into that bag there.
Crap. And there's so much in this bin.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You got it?
Oh, thank goodness, we got the piece. We got the missing piece. It just fell on the floor.
But yeah, so Rat Dog is my coworker right now, and she's asleep on the job.
Got throw the camera back up. There we go.
She's literally sleeping on the job right now, and I'm like, seriously, you're supposed to be working too, lady.
The rat dog. Rat dog.
She's snoring right now.
Rat dog. Lonely world, little rat dog.
Rat Dog, I love her.
Rat dog. Rat dog.
My hair looks like crap because I haven't brushed it yet.
It's okay. You always look great to me, Queen Comics wife.
Oh, that's too sweet. No, my hair is really needing a hairbrush right now.
Alright, so I thought we had a crisis in our hands. This piece here, there's two of them, and I couldn't find the other one. But it had fallen on the floor. And I did that yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah. Most of the stream so far, the almost 2 hours I've been going, besides saying hi to the chat and talking to them,
You've been doing
the feet, these two pieces, and this Well, it was the tiny pieces. I was having a hard time with it. I also was getting distracted a little bit here and there.
Are
Talking
those
to the chat.
pieces right there? They're just
No, this is all.
Oh, okay.
This is all scrap from the runners.
No.
Yeah.
You're enjoying that. I built my car now so I can spray paint it.
Well, no, you don't spray paint. There's specific paint you use for like models and stuff. And also the spray gun is like $200 spray gun.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Queen Comics Life wants to do a '67 Chevy Impala car model, but it's a metal model, I think, or it might be plastic. I don't know. But it's one of the, but it's not a pre-painted plastic model. It's just like I think gray plastic. And then you have to paint it yourself. She wants '67 Impala because Queen Comics Life is a fan of Supernatural, their TV show, and they drive a black '67 Impala. Yes, right there. Soundwave Decepticon said Autobots, Decepticons, Predacons, Maximus, Intensos.
You broke that?
I don't know what Intensos means.
How did you break this? Well, they broke it. Can't use it now.
Intense Maximus. Gotcha. Yeah, Soundwave Decepticon. I like Beast Wars myself. No, just leave it there. I'll eat more of it later.
Coffee?
Is there many more made right now?
I can make one.
If you just want to do a pot. Oh no, you don't. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You gotta go. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Did you tell me you got the Father's Day picture of it?
No, because the screen faded away before I started the stream.
Do you want me to make you a show?
Sure. Well, here, let me show them the mug first. So I got an early Father's Day present because I told Queen Comics Life with me losing the job, I don't want her spending any money on anything. So she bought me something anyway. It's a Game Boy mug, and then when there's actually liquid here and it's hot, the screen turns on. She's actually gonna go fill it up with hot liquid right now. So in a couple of minutes, you'll be able to see what it looks like. As usual, though, I love her to death, but nope. I told her don't worry about getting me anything for Father's Day, and she had to do it anyway. Okay, so now we're at this point. So this is where these come into play. Oh goodness! All right. Oh god. I don't know why that's going there, because it's not going to fit. Oh, okay. Yes, it will. Oh, God. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah, this plastic is not easy to push through itself. But now, Tiny Panda Face, to go back to your question from before in terms of what I'm looking for anything. Whether it's... I mean, I was working from home for years because all the stuff in 2020, so I had the opportunity to work from home for a while, and that was nice. But the last year and a half, I wasn't working from home, so I had a taste of that. Now, don't get me wrong, would I like to go back to working from home? Absolutely. That is the dream. I feel like that's everybody's dream. But I will do anything I can. Let's see. How is this gonna work out? Okay, so what does that then slide into here? Oh crap, I screwed up. Okay, I screwed up. I hope I didn't screw the entire build by doing this. Ah, crap. Yeah, I screwed up. This is no bueno. Because now I screwed up to the point where I think I screwed myself royally. Okay, cool. Didn't break anything. We're good. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Come on. Get on off the peg. Optimus Prime's the leader of Decepticons, says Patty Quinn. Patty Quinn, you're a troll. And I love it. Alright, come on. Oh, God. Try not to snap the peg off. There we go. Oh, that sucked. Oh, my thumb is all dented up and everything now. That was not fun for me. Okay. So we do this. Oh, okay, here it is. So, yes. So, the Game Boy mug is back. So, if you recall, the screen was black. Now that there's liquid in it, the screen is on. It's the Super Mario Land. Well, hold on. Is it the same on both sides?
I don't know.
Oh, no. On that side, it says... On the one side that I just showed you guys, it said, "Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy." From a Mario Save Daisy in Super Mario Land. And then, but the other side is, if you guys can even see it, coming at just the right angle. Yep. Nope, the virtual background's screwing it up. But it's, on the other side, it's the start screen of Super Mario Land from Game Boy. Thank you, Queen Comics wife. But it's a really cool mug. Patty Quinn says, now you can play Mario. Tiny Panda Face said, what a cute mug. Mr. Matthews would love that mug. Oh no, did I bend the tweezers? Yeah, it was at Hobby Lobby. Tiny Panda Face. So if Mr. Matthews has a Hobby Lobby near him, you can go on and go fetch it. I will clean up the rice that she got on the bed. Alright, so anyway, we're trying to figure this out though. So we're getting this in on which side? So up here. This goes in. There we go. Now we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah! Okay, cool. Almost had a disaster on my hands there. So what I was doing was this blue piece is supposed to go in here, in this gray piece, before I put it on this piece with the peg. I instead just put this on the peg and pressed it all the way down, and then I was struggling to get it back on. So that's what was happening there. And then now, though, that the blue piece is in that gray piece, I can then push it all the way through and onto that blue peg. Okay, so now here's we have this, right? Is that what's going on now? That, and that. There. Okay. Okay, so now this one does go on here. I need to push this thing. There we go. I'm making the same mistake twice. There we go. Now we can put this all together. That's there. And then we put that. Holy crap! There we go. Now we've got part of the leg done. So now let's do the same on this side. Hey, kiddo. No, not yet. What was that?
Am I allowed to come by you?
Of course, you're always allowed to come by me.
Mama, are you talking to your friends?
Well, I'm talking to people.
Oh.
Okay. And then we got that foot put on there. There we go. Cool. Finally got that done. So I don't have to go at 2 o'clock because Queen Comics Wife has to go somewhere anyway. So she's going to do that. Tiny Panda Face says, "Have you been acquainted with Mr. Matthews yet? He's Stacy's husband and has a pretty rockin' YouTube channel. I think I'm already subbed to Mr. Matthews. I just unfortunately... Oh, no. It's I follow his channel on Rumble, I think. But there. Now I just subscribed. And everybody go subscribe to Mr. Matthews. But yeah, no, Tiny Panda Face, I have not had the pleasure to catch one of his streams yet, and I have not had the pleasure to talk to him outside of that one time you had him on stream for your 100 follower celebration on Rumble. But I would like to one day be able to catch one of his streams and have some good chit chat with him. I know he was on Phoenix's channel, Panda Sub 2000, not too long ago, doing Death Bet. That was fun. Okay, so now we're on this next part. So we need, from over here, we need D22 and D21. So D22 and 21. He doesn't stream, but he has real high quality videos. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have not actually watched any of his stuff yet, but I will. I will eventually. I have a lot of things I need to catch up on. I actually have 3 or 4 comics I need to read today. Some that came in recently, and then some that I have to read that were given to me by some friends of the channel. But part of the reason for that being that I actually have a creator coming on the channel next Monday to help promote their independent comic book that they have currently funding on Kickstarter. So, and they sent me the book. I started reading it over the weekend. And it's a really good read so far. I got like 8 or 9 pages in. It's I think a 40 some odd page comic. But I gotta finish reading that today because he definitely wants to know what I think of it. I'm enjoying it so far, but I definitely got to catch up on that. But then after that, I got to read a couple other books also. And then Professor Savage Dad, I think I think in 2 weeks, he and I are going to hang out and we're going to talk about comics and some other stuff and just bullshit about things. But that'll be a fun time. And then the end of the first full week of June, I'm having a whole team of comic book creators come on and promote their book that they have a Kickstarter going as well right now. So I've got some comics to read, to say the least. Okay, so we got those two done. So now we need C1 and C7. Patty, hey, Yarnwitch is here. Hey, Yarny says, hey friends. I tried to do a raid to here, but I think I screwed it up. So Yarny, what you do is if your Rumble Studio is still open, Yarny, you can go to your chat, especially if your people are still hanging out there. You hit type /raid into the chat, and then you take the link of the stream, not the channel, the particular stream, and you drop that in next to the word raid. So it's /raid space and then the URL of the stream you want to raid. But and if not, it's all good. It's all good, Yarny. I just appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for stopping by, Yarny. I hope you're having a great start of your day so far. Because it's about 11 o'clock your time. Because I know you're 3 hours behind me. So well, I hope you had a great stream to start your day, Yarny. I'm just doing this to kind of, like I said, just finish this up from yesterday, kill some time. So long as I can get these legs done, we're pretty much done at that point. Problem is, the legs are the most detailed part because they have the tiniest pieces, and it's taken a while. And then I had a couple of screw-ups I needed to fix, so that was no fun. But that happens. I'm just cutting out the rest of the pieces that I need. There we go. Alright, so these. Put those there. These here. No, not right now. Yes, of course. Ernie says good outlook for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Good outlook. I don't know if you might be a little behind, Yarny. Because sometimes I will notice that when I go into a Rumble stream, sometimes it'll put me behind, especially if the stream's been going on for a while, and then I click live. But if you're behind, it is what it is. We'll find out in a few minutes when you keep commenting. But anyway, so we need these pieces. So we need C11. Oh no, E11 and E14. So we need. There's E14. And we need E11. There we go. Tiny Panda Face said, Yardwitch, click live on the stream. I think you're behind. So we've got what we need. So let's get this off of here. You don't need this getting in the way. Okay. There we go. Yarnage goes, oh fuck, I was like 20 minutes behind. Yeah, I figured that was the case once you said good outlook for sure. But hey Yarny, how are you, girl? No, I was saying that with the raid, it's all good if you screwed it up, no worries. If you still have the stream up in Rumble Studio, you can go, like, if you're still technically live on Rumble, if you didn't end Rumble Studio yet, you can practice right now if you want. Go on in there, and in your chat, you type /raid and then raid, and then space, and then you enter the URL not for the channel, but for the link to the stream that you want to raid. And then you hit enter, and then you hit confirm. Kiddo, I do not want you on the camera, okay? Okay. What, kiddo? Alright, give me a second. Let me finish cutting these pieces, and then yes, you can have some M&Ms, okay? I love you too. Okay. Patty says it's just like reading on Twitch. I would not know. I am not on Twitch. I mean, I'm on Twitch, but I don't have a channel on Twitch. Okay, cool. So now we've got this. Got all this put together, cut out. Cool. So let's now do the things. Yarny says I'm watching on 2x speed now. Oh, Yarny, girly. We love you. You okay though? You seem a little bit of a mess today. Oh boy. Good stuff though. Good stuff. And everybody, if you haven't done so already, please go check out Yarnwitch on well, considering there's nobody watching on YouTube, I'll just talk to the Rumble folk. Please go check out Yarnwitch on Rumble. And Tiny Panda Face too. Go check out both those ladies. Alright. So we've got that. And then this. Does this just slot right into here? Yeah, okay. This, we're doing this. Okay, there we go. So that slots on there. And then we're bringing it all together. Boom! And then now hold on, we need the other blue piece because I don't think I cut out the right one. Yeah, so these are for this leg. I cut out the wrong ones, I guess. Even though I followed it, it said E1, E4, and that's what I did, but apparently it doesn't mean E1 and E4. There we go. Yarnwitch said, thanks for the kind words. You and LOL, yes, I am a mess today, but that's most days lately. Hey, I am too, Yarny. I am a mess most days. I am a mess every day for the last 2 weeks, basically. So I am there with you, girl. So yeah, let's bring this back over here. If I'm going to keep doing these building streams, I either need to move the camera, which is my phone. I either need to place it somewhere else on the table, or I need to like pull my chair up and just force myself to work over it like this with like scrunched up arms like a T-Rex. Okay, so let's do. There we go. Yes, this is how this is supposed to be. Okay. So this. Alright, so now what is the general game plan for this? So this goes. Oh no, okay. I did have this the right way. That was my mistake. So this goes here. And then this goes here. Right? How in the world? What in the world? Okay, so there's these tracks that these bars need to slide onto. Okay. The problem I am facing is lining it up just right so that the bars on both sides slide right on. I can't even get this on the damn leg. Tiny Panda Face says, my hands always wander off center on my crochet streams. Jacktard suggests places a marker on the table to remind me where the camera is pointed. That's not a bad idea. Patty Quinn on Twitch, if I'm streaming and I'm not in the creator dashboard and I'm in my chat, I do read, and the person I want to read do what? No thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it, but no thank you. No, I know. Oh, that's why that wasn't going on, because I had that backwards. Yay, mate. Is everything lined up? Everything is looking lined up, but it's not feeling lined up. Why is it not feeling lined up? Okay. Well, it's lined up. Yarn Witch says, Tiny Panda Face, I definitely have to do that. That's why I have the stuff on my desk the way that I do. Still isn't a cure. Still isn't a cure-all, though. Yarn Witch, okay, I got a lurk, but much love, Yarn Witch. Thank you so much for stopping by, Yarny, again. I appreciate it. And hey, don't worry about screwing up the read. You're all good. Well, you'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Cool. Sweet, there we go. Finally, leg is done. And now that we struggled with that, now we can go struggle with it on the other side. Yay! The struggles are real. Let's go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Cool. Now we gotta cut. Oh, I forgot. We gotta put this on here. Perfect. Or does it go the other way? It goes the other way. Yes, that's more like it. There we go. And I'm probably going to have to vacuum after this. I've been doing a good job keeping the scrap on my mat here for the most part, but I definitely do know that there has been some scrap that has been hitting the floor. And I got low. Yes, kiddo, what's up? Hey, can you put those back in the box, please? I do not want M&Ms right now.
Okay.
I will have some. I promise you, once I'm done, I will eat M&Ms with you. Okay? No, you're not eating a whole box of M&Ms, young lady. No, you're not. You're not joking. You mean it. You would eat a whole box of M&Ms if you could. If I let you. But I'm not going to let you. Only a few more and then put the box back, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, cool. Now let's do this on the other side. Okay. Crap. There we go. We gotta make sure it slides in just right. There we go. Perfect. And we line it up. Snaps on just right. There we go. Perfect. See, we struggled with the first leg, but we're breezing through the second leg. Well, almost breezing through. I'm gonna line up this piece here. There we go. Whoop. Okay, so we've got some nub here, right here, that's actually stopping us from closing it up. So I'm just going to scrape it with our nippers. And then if we're still having a hard time closing it up, then we'll get the X-Acto knife for the file. I think... Oh, nope. Hold on. We got on this side too. Okay. I think... Oh, nope, one more. There we go. There we go. Now it should close up perfectly. Nice. There's a little bit of plastic shaving there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. For the most part. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now we put that there. And we put this here. Snap that in place. Perfect. There we go. Now... I don't have much left. We're almost done here, folks. Now we got the leg done. We've got Optimus's cannon, or gun, blaster, whatever you want to call it. But we are coming into the final stretch here. Now, for this model, they put, hey, Mighty Megatron over on Rumble. What's going on, man? How are you? Mighty Megatron says, that's exactly how I like to see Prime. In pieces. I'm right there with you, Mighty Megatron. Hail, Megatron. Hail. And hail to the 10 people hanging out watching. The one person over on YouTube, thank you so much. To that one sole survivor over on YouTube who's still hanging out. And thank you to the 9 on Rumble who are here hanging out and chilling. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, we're just about done with this, actually. We started this yesterday. We got about halfway done. Alright, so now what we gotta do... That goes right there. And that... Now, Mighty Megatron, I gotta go and buy your model kit and build you next. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. Ah, no, his head fell off. I was trying to make sure that one arm was in place, and I knocked his head off by accident. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I do still have the game with 2 stickers. But there we go. We've got ourselves an Optimus Prime. But yeah, we still have pieces here, but all these pieces are just various hand configurations. I don't know why, but they gave this model 5 different hand configurations for each hand, so 10 total hand configurations, plus his Energy X that replaces his hand as well. So really, he's got 11 hand configurations. I don't know why they did so many. 2 would have been fine. A hand for cannon, and then just a closed hand, a closed. That would have been perfectly okay. But let us go ahead and where are those other pieces? So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead. We're gonna apply the Autobots logo. Oh, and there goes his arm. Very steady. Might have to take his head off for this, actually. Yeah, we'll pop his head off for this. So this way I have more room to work. It's like 95% lined up. Mighty Megatron. It's over, Prime. That's what you think, Megatron. Ah! But yeah, so for whatever reason, though, this peg does not like staying in this hole. It does not like being super secure. Well, okay, never mind. That fixed it. Now it's secure. Oh, no, never mind. It's fallen. So I don't know what's going on with that. Well, there we go. We have the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. And his arm popped off again. Alright, so this one peg on this one arm, for whatever reason, does not like staying in the hole that it's supposed to stay in. There we go. Boom. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Give you Optimus Prime. I'll find a configuration I like putting him in and pose him and take a pretty cool picture and share it later on, but right now, that's about it for me. But before we do that, I do have some Transformers related things to share. So here, let me put Optimus right there. Let's bring this down. Here, hold on. Ugh. There we go.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Alright.
Love you. I'm back a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Love you.
Yeah, there we go. We've got Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. But yeah, check him out for a second. I'm gonna grab a couple of things, Transformers related, I'd like to share with you guys. Love you too. Alright. So, what we've got here is a failure to communicate. No, just kidding. We'll move Optimus over, because I'm going to clean the mat off real quick. Well, there you go, chat. What do you think? How do you think it looks, guys? Like I said, that one arm not 100% wanting to stay in place is bothering me a little bit, but I think that's just more because of how the plastic is molded and how that particular mold for that piece came out, as opposed to it being a me thing. Oh, you needed the keys. I didn't realize you didn't have them. I didn't realize that they were here. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my scrap pieces a little bit here. And then I will show you guys what I got to share. His gun is supposed to be black. Yeah, that was the color it came in. I don't have any paint either. So, I don't have any paint, and that's the color that it came in. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Yeah, you can see on the box. Yeah, but at the same time, with this plastic, these plastic models kits, sometimes you got to go back over and paint some stuff. I do not have any paint. I do not have paint materials or painting supplies. So his gun's gonna stay that color for at least a considerable amount of time. Yes, kiddo. Oh, I'm not doing that one right now, girly. Alright, let's see. So you just place them like that, because according to this, there are various ways that you can position him, but probably also if you have a stand to put him on. But there, let's see. Yeah, these are like different ways that they just show that you can position him. But yeah, for like a couple of these positions, like this one, you'll obviously need a stand to put him on to position him right like that. Mighty Megatron says, "How's the articulation?" Oh, I just showed you the articulation. It's not bad. It's not bad. Also, I haven't put all the hand configurations together. There's 5 different configurations for the left hand and for the right hand, and I haven't put them all together. So I will eventually. I just haven't gotten around to. I didn't want to waste time just putting hands together. So, but yeah, but like, so we can pop this guy off. There. Ah, no, his arm. I'm trying to articulate him in a pose for you, Mighty Megatron. There you go, Mighty Megatron. He's pointing at you going, "It's over, Megatron." There you go. But yeah, I got some stuff to show you guys that I'd like to share since I built a Transformer. I built Optimus Prime, so I've got some other cool things to share with you. So first and foremost, I know our buddy Cole Hauser, who comes in and hangs out on YouTube. He is not a fan of Beast Wars, but I was a fan of Beast Wars. Mighty Megatron goes, "Ah!" But my wife, a couple years ago, we were in like a retro toys and knickknacks shop, and she found this, and she surprised me with it as a Christmas present. This, for anybody who doesn't know, is Cheetor from Transformers: The Beast Wars 3D animation series from back in the day. Now, the reason why this is so special to me is, well, granted, first off, he's missing his tail, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It was a loose toy at a retro toy store, so I wasn't expecting all the pieces to be there. The fact that it's intact besides the tail is still great in my mind. But the reason why Cheetor is also very important to me, A, Cheetor was my favorite character in Beast Wars, but also B, there's a picture of me that exists somewhere as a kid in my grandmother's kitchen, sitting at her kitchen table playing with all my different Beast Wars toys. I had, I can't even remember all the characters' names. I had the tarantula. I had Cheetor. I had was it? The gorilla, the Optimus, the Optimus Prime of the Beast Wars, the Optimus Primal, I think was his name. But I had him, a couple other toys. But my grandmother was very, very important to me, and just having a picture of me at her house playing with some of my favorite toys from as a kid is very important. Now to actually have one of those toys again is just, it's a nice reminder of obviously of childhood, and I think most of us can agree, especially nowadays. Our childhood was a better time. But also, it's a nice reminder of my grandmother in a sense. I miss her. She passed away 5 years ago, almost to the day. Well, no, it was a month ago was the anniversary of her passing. But it's just a nice little reminder of her. I missed her. She wasn't my grandmother. She was basically my mother. Now, granted, my mother raised me and everything, but I was always just closer with my grandmother than I was with my mother. And my grandmother was there picking me up from school, taking me to school, all that stuff, because my parents both worked full-time jobs, and comes with that, well, they couldn't be around for the day-to-day stuff all the time. My grandmother was. And I was just so close to her, and when I lost her, it was very devastating. But the fact that my wife, she found this a couple years ago, gave it me as a Christmas present, I literally cried like a baby over it. But that's because, like I said, not just a nice reminder of my childhood, but also a nice reminder of my grandmother. So, but that's one thing. And then I've just got some Transformers comics, because I wouldn't be Comics Dad if I didn't have comics to share. So we've got, hold on, where is it? I need this for a second. We've got from IDW the 2009 run of Transformers, the first issue of that. There we go. That's a cool cover. I just really appreciate the cover. We got Bumblebee in the background there. We got Optimus. I think this is supposed to be Ironside. And I think back here is supposed to be Jazz, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually didn't really read the IDW Transformers. I read some of the Marvel ones, and I am currently reading the Skybound Transformers, which are kind of doing a retelling of the initial G1 Transformers, which is great. But yeah, just to show some of those older Transformers books that I've got. I got 16. Bumblebee's getting blown the hell up. Mighty Megatron, I'm sure you'll appreciate that. And death to the dirty Autobots. We have Transformers number 11 with the first appearance of Jetfire. And we got number 6, where Mighty Megatron, you might not be liking this one too much. This is when Shockwave tries to take over the Decepticons. And this is my personal favorite cover from the Marvel Transformers, because it's got my boy Spider-Man on it. Black Suit Spider-Man tying up, none other than Megatron. Mighty Megatron, do you remember that? You remember when the wall crawler, Mighty Megatron, Jetfire / Skyfire. Yeah, I've never been a big Jetfire fan. I like Megatron is my boy. Optimus is cool. Starscream is a whiny little bitch in my mind, which Drunk 3POJ and I will get into his chat and give him a hard time about. He loves Starscream. I mean, Starscream's okay, but he's kind of a whiny bitch. He's a beta. Starscream is definitely a beta. But my personal favorite Transformer is, at least overall, is Soundwave. Soundwave is my favorite overall Transformer, and he's my favorite Decepticon. My favorite Autobot is Jazz. And the reason why Jazz is my favorite Autobot is because from the original animated series in the 80s, Scatman Carruthers voiced Jazz. Scatman Carruthers also voiced Hong Kong Phooey. And Hong Kong Phooey was one of my favorite cartoons to watch on Boomerang when it was on Saturday mornings when I was a kid on growing up watching Cartoon Network and stuff. And then I've just got stuff from the current IDW Transformers. Oh, did I lose the app? There we go. Reestablish connection with the camera. Yep, there we go. All right, so this is the first volume of the new and current run of Transformers from Skybound, which is Image owned. Daniel Warren Johnson does a fantastic job writing this. Mighty Megatron says Soundwave was cool back on G1 cartoons. Yeah, he was. That's why I love him. He's my overall favorite. But yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson, though, does a fantastic job. Mighty Megatron, I don't know if you're reading this or not, but if you're not, you need to. But yeah, I actually reached out to Daniel Warren Johnson about a month ago. I found on his website he had a contact submission form, so I sent him an email through that, telling him that I love what he's doing with Transformers and everything. But then also I told him about how I have my live show Talking Shop, which I actually have that tomorrow. And he, I kind of just a stab in the dark. I figured I'd shoot my shot. I asked him, hey, I know you're a really busy guy. I know I'm just a tiny little puny YouTube and Rumble channel, but would you like to come and hang out on my show Talking Shop? We could talk about comics. We could talk about your work in comics. We could talk about Transformers. What is it? His other books that he's working on. One's called The Moon Is Watching Us, I believe, which I have the first issue of. I haven't read it yet, though. I have so many books I need to catch up on reading. But Daniel Warren Johnson just does a great job overall. He does a lot of work with Image right now, and everything he writes that I've read, I have enjoyed, especially Transformers. But this is the first volume of that. So this is Energon Universe, number 1 from 2024. So basically, it's not just Transformers that they have going on at Skybound and an Image right now. They have Transformers, they have G.I. Joe, and then they have a title that I haven't read yet that they have called Void Rivals, which is like a sci-fi space title. But this is like a yearly book that they put out with events that tie into all three of those stories. They kind of converge into one. And then this is this year's Energon Universe 2025. And there's my boy Jazz right there, front and center. Then this is just an alternate cover of issue 1. With, of course, my boy Soundwave, Rumble. I think this is Skycracker? Or is this... Yeah, I think this is Skycracker. Or Thundercracker, I think. And then Starscream right there. That's variant cover. And then what else do we got here? Then we've got... This just is probably my favorite base cover. This isn't a variant. This is just the standard cover. This is my favorite cover from the current run of Transformers, because they just did a great job with... Unfortunately, it's Starscream, and unfortunately, it's showing pieces of Soundwave. But this is Starscream. I think he's pulling apart Ravage right here, is what he's supposed to be doing. But yeah, it doesn't... if you read the book, not too much of a spoiler, but Starscream is not all the hot shit that he thinks he is. This is the 1 in 25 variant cover. Or no, 1 in 10 variant cover of issue 19. And in this issue, Mighty Megatron, you'll appreciate this one. In this issue, we find out the origins of how Megatron and why Megatron is able to not just turn into a tank, but also turn into a gun for other Decepticons to use. And there's actually something behind that. It's not just he just turns into a gun and they could use it willy-nilly. There's something that happens when he turns into his gun form, and they pick him, and Decepticons pick him up to use him. I won't spoil it. You gotta read it to find out. And then here is this month's issue of Transformers. You got the silhouette of Megatron, and you've got a broken and battered, beaten down Starscream over here. But this is this current month's issue. And then on the flip side, we just got some Autobots that make their appearance into the series. Yeah, that's all the Transformers stuff I got to share with you guys. But I appreciate you guys being here. Now, this is the only Transformers model that I have, and then of these particular types, here, let me put Optimus here so you guys can look at him. But there's only 3 Transformers models like this, because I got this from Hobby Lobby. Aerial Bots. It says Mighty Megatron. Yes, I gotta go back and reread it. Like, I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. Like, I don't know who like all the minor Autobots and Decepticons are and everything. I don't remember that all exactly, because it's been a while since I've watched the cartoons. It's been a long time since I've read some of the Marvel comics from when I was younger. But that's also why I like this current run of Transformers out of Image and Skybound, because it's G1. It's just basically they're going back and they're telling the G1 story all over again, but it's a lot more grounded. It's a lot more grounded, and I like the direction that they've taken it in. But besides Optimus Prime, Hobby Lobby also has Megatron, and then I did see they had Rodimus Prime, but it's not G1 Hot Rod. It's Rodimus Prime from the IDW comics. Now, for this particular model, for the Optimus Prime model, there's a link in the description to the page for it on Hobby Lobby. But if there's no discount on it, hold off on it if you want to build it yourself, because Hobby Lobby every 2 or 3 weeks, either every other week or every third week, they will do a 40% off, both in-store and online, for anything model related. So model kits, model supplies, all that stuff. So if you want to get this, the link is in the description, but hold on to the link because I don't think they're having the sale this week. I know they had it last week when I picked this up. But there's only Optimus, Megatron, and now Rodimus Prime. But even then, Rodimus Prime I found in store. They don't have him listed online. I'd like to go pick up Megatron and build Megatron next, but what I'll probably be doing is, because these are all inspired obviously by Gunpla, and Gunpla, for whoever doesn't know, is Gundam plastic models. So, and for anybody who doesn't know what Gundam is basically just giant fighting robots that are piloted by people. So I do have a couple of Gundam models, Gunpla models, that I would like to build on stream too, so long as people enjoyed this. So I don't know. I mean, the first stream yesterday had more people watching, but I don't know. I think it was also just it was a Tuesday. People maybe weren't necessarily busy at work or whatever. But I appreciate everybody that's here watching, because it's the people that hang out here and chat and interact and stay for the whole time. You guys are the ones that matter. I could have 100 people watching. If they stay here and watch one stream and then leave, it's whatever. It is what it is. It's the people that come back and appear in the chats. You guys are the ones that I appreciate everybody, but you guys are the ones that I know appreciate what I'm doing as well. So I appreciate you guys even more. It's like Aerofate, Mighty Megatron, Tiny Panda Face, Yarn Witch, Patty Quinn, all my friends. Mighty Megatron says that was Gundam Wing. Yes. So yes, it was Gundam Wing. It was the Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing. This was a free comic book day book from this year, actually. And what it does, what's in here is it starts telling the beginning of the story of Gundam Wing, but they're not doing an American comic book of Gundam Wing. This was a one-shot, one-off thing that they were doing specifically for the purposes of marketing the new line of Gunpla that's coming up. That's what it was. But I have the Gundam Barbados, however you want to say it, from Iron Blooded Orphans. And then I also have, which is a high grade model, and then I have a real grade model of the RX-78-2 from the original Mobile Suit Gundam anime, from way back in the day. Amuro Ray's original Gundam. So I have that as well, and I'd like to build those on stream at some point. The real grade, the RX-78-2, that one is probably going to be like a 4-stream build, because I was told by somebody earlier today that real grade is just as detailed as perfect grade, or master grade, I mean. But master grade is easier to build because it's larger. So, the real grade RX-78-2, that's going to take a while probably. So that'll be multiple streams if I do it. But also, I don't know if I'll necessarily be able to continue doing these streams, because I'm hoping I will have a job offer thrown my way in the next couple of weeks. Because then that means I won't have as much free time on my hands, which is sad for the channel, but it's good for me and my family financially. So, I mean, fortunately, I have my severance that I received from my job when I unfortunately lost my job a couple of weeks ago. But aside from applying for stuff and everything, just and hanging out with my kiddo and everything, I figured, you know what, let me take advantage and do some stuff for the channel as well. Try a couple different things. This was one of them, just doing the build. So I hope everybody liked it. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Let me switch on over to the view. Thank you everybody so much for being here and hanging out today. I appreciate you all, the lurkers, Everybody else. Error Fate says, looking nice, Comics Dad. Error Fate, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Mighty Megatron says, good luck on the job search. I know from 2023 how tough it was at finding a gig. Yeah, man, I was talking about this yesterday for a bit. Hey, kiddo, I love you. I don't need your face on camera, though. I don't want people seeing you. But I was talking about this on stream at the beginning of the stream yesterday when I first for part 1 of this build. I'm over the last like 6 months or so, I've been leaning a lot more heavily into my faith, and just leaning into my faith is it's been helping these last couple of weeks. And I know God's got something in store for me. I don't know what, but all I gotta do is have faith that He will come through for me. Because I know God, I know God's love in my heart, and I try to do the best I can to share it with everybody. I'm not perfect. I say things, I insult people, I judge people. So I'm not perfect by any means, but I appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking religion and faith and all that. But I appreciate everybody being here once again. Thank you guys so much for being here. Maybe next week I'll do, if I haven't started a job just yet, maybe next week I will do one of the Gundam model builds, and we'll do that as like a nice afternoon stream. But yeah, until next time though, guys. Tomorrow here on the channel, tomorrow night, I haven't picked the time yet, but sometime between 7 and 8 o'clock we're going to start. We have Talkin' Shop tomorrow, and my guest is going to be Carol Brown, aka Faye Black, Carol Brown of the Rippaverse, who is part of the customer service, the customer service team over there, or the customer relations team. I don't know what Eric July calls them, her and Carolyn, but they basically manage helping out all the customers and everything. And then also, she is also the writer of the short title from Ripazine number 3, Dirty Deeds, the sci-fi Guardians of the Galaxy-esque type of story, with interesting characters, and it was pretty fun and exciting. So I'm excited to have her on tomorrow. We're going to talk Rippaverse, we're going to talk her other stuff, we're going to talk comics. It's going to be a good time. So be sure to come back tomorrow night for that. Other than that, I have to do a comics read-along. I don't believe I did one this past week. I'm trying to think I don't think I did. So I need to, probably tomorrow, I'll find a book to read. I'll record it during the day. I'll put that up tomorrow too. And then Friday, I'll go back into doing another gaming stream. I don't know yet if I'm going to keep playing Doom the Dark Ages, or if we're going to jump back into Expedition 33, or what. I don't know yet. But yeah, just keep an eye out on the channel though. If you don't follow me on X, please do so already. If you're not following the channel on Rumble, please do so if you enjoyed the stream today. And for anybody on YouTube, well, right now there's nobody on YouTube, but if you're watching this back, YouTube people, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Everybody please hit like on the stream. I am Comics Dad. Please be good to yourselves, be good to each other, support your local comic shops, support independent comic creators, and support small content creators like myself, like Tiny Panda Face, like Yarn Witch, like my wife, Queen Comics Wife, and like so many other of our friends that we've talked to, had on our various channels, that we've been on other channels for, and that we interact with. But just spread the love, everybody. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, everybody. You have yourselves a great rest of your day. This is Comics Dad signing off. I'll hit you with a thank you, and then I'll hit you with the intro video to get out of here.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.